What's up, everybody? Tiger here. Today we're going to look at a little bit of G.I. Joe Classified, old Beachhead. Beachhead was one of my favorites. I believe Beachhead was introduced in 1986. He was not one of the original characters, but he was I don't want to say drill sergeant, but I think that's probably the closest thing to the proper title he had. He trains a lot of the Joes. He's kind of the guy who's training a bunch of them when they started bringing in classified or these retro classified. But when Little Teaker was Little Teaker, anybody who had a mask that looked like a ninja, he was gonna get. So me and my brother both had Beachhead. Wayne Sneeden, aka Beachhead. Role: he's a ranger, primary special infantry, secondary special small arms. Birthplace: Auburn, Alabama. Roll War Eagle. No, that'd be Roll Tide. War Eagle would just be the Auburn. Beachhead was a land instructor at Ranger School and an observer advisor at the Covert Ops School in Central America. He's meticulous, patient, and strong-willed. He doesn't get angry; he gets even. So, um, so the retro cards are really cool. There's bigger versions of the ones. Again, I haven't opened any classified. Hoping I can cross them over and do some stuff with my Punisher. Because for those of you who watch, you know I like to do some Punisher shorts. So, package is not in great shape. Picked it up at Ross, very inexpensive. Let's see if we can get Beachhead out without destroying the card.
What is this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
I'm thinking maybe that little flap right there that they've taped over at Ross is actually made to easily extract the figure. Again, y'all know how I am about cards. I can't stand. All right, so I think that is the. Maybe not. Well, maybe it would just like slide open, but obviously I'm wrong. All right, let's go to full painful open mode. Tearing up the cardboard. Well, the first thing I'm noticing, well, because of the stand, that's nice. The classifieds look like they got a good bit of accessories with them. I'll cut the bubble off and I'll keep the card. I can't get past that. Alright, so there are a variety of accessories. Got his pack, a couple guns, pistol to silencer, crossbow, some grenades, 2 different knives. Let's pull old Beachhead out. Wayne Sneeden. When I was a little kid, I probably didn't notice any of that. The first thing, and I've never actually opened any classified. I have a couple in box, but he's the first one coming out. So, again, Little Teaker loved anybody with a mask that looked like a ninja. So it looks like it's pretty standard as far as being built just like Legends, Marvel Legends, because they're both by Hasbro. So some head movement. Question is, will his head come off? They don't look quite as thick. It does got some good shoulder movement. With some of my Legends, I'm kind of disappointed with the shoulder. The vest actually does look to be a separate piece you could pull off if you needed to. A little hole back there for his backpack. A knife and a holster. Does he have thigh? Yep, he's got thigh movements. Standard. Like I said, they're all kind of cut the same way. All right, let's check out his accessories. This is his little satchel bag, bombs, explosives in there. See if we can get his weapons out without throwing them all over the place into the bottomless pit that is the void under my desk. And again, there's a bunch of weapons in here. Ooh, crossbow kind of took it on the chin there. Grenades. And, of course, grenade will probably never be found because it just shot over there into the void. So, all right. Trying not to cut myself and get this one out. Blade away from the hand. Good grief. I'm glad they make it where they just fly out of there like an actual grenade being thrown. Oh, wow. Okay. And you put stuff in here that you can't get it out without freaking breaking it. Terrible packing, Hasbro. I'd rather put a piece of tape on there than wedge it in there so bad about snap the silencer off. Again, we'll never see that second grenade. Alright. Tearing up all kind of stuff. Let's see our accessories. First, we got our two knives. Small knife right there. We got, that looks like the one that goes in his actual knife pouch right here. You know what? That pouch looks way too big for that knife. So we'll go with this one. Yeah, how am I supposed to go there? Then we got his pistol. Looks like a 1911 with an extended mag. It has a cool square silencer that I thought I broke the whole thing when I was taking them out. Pretty neat right there. Does he have a second knife pouch? So his pistol apparently will go in his pouch right there, in the pouch, the holster. Then it looks like the front spot is actually for the silencer. That is pretty cool. Assuming that's for the silencer. Or is that for another knife? Too big for a knife. Hey, that's where his grenades are supposed to hang off of. That I'm obviously going to lose in about 2 seconds because I lost the first one. So we do got a little spot right there where his grenade hang off of. Or maybe they just go on his belt. I don't know. I still feel like that spot's for a silencer. I could be completely wrong about that. Just looks like it's made for a silencer. This is crossbow goes in it. I know it's crossbow. Alright. I am a gun guy. Honestly, I have no idea what kind of gun. This actually looks like an old World War II that Tom Hanks used with a silencer on it, with a 9mm clip. Out of all the stuff, this is the least coolest thing he has. But hey, gotta roll with it. Especially since you got all these magazines right here, and they obviously are not. They're a little too big for that gun. I mean, I used to love his pack when I was little, because I thought that was a missile, like kind of like Boba Fett. He's got some arrows right there. Looks like a scope. All kind of stuff. A little rope, because that is a grappling hook. All right, we're not having much luck getting that in there. Is it going the other way? No, I know it doesn't stick up like that. Kind of disappointed there's not an arrow for the crossbow. It doesn't really, it's kind of lame without without an arrow to put in it. All right, let's skip right to it. Let's give him a man gun. We're not going to take that. That's too bad of a gun. Let's go with our other Punisher right here. The original Netflix Punisher with the old AR or M4 grenade launcher on the bottom. This looks more about like Beachhead speed right here. This is what Beachhead needs. Say that it won't hold his hand. With all these cool accessories, he only has one set of hands. I'm assuming they come right out. And we could change his hands out with somebody that has a glove. Any of our legends. We'll go ahead and put that back in. See if we can get some movement right there. No, still tiny little hands. All right, John Bernthal Punisher. We're gonna put you back because you're the OG. You're the Mac Daddy Punisher over here. One that has cool hair because they didn't do you any favors in the Born Again model. It's a cool fig, but the face is not nearly as cool. Put the Punisher right back there. So we're gonna go with 1911 here. It should go in his hand. All right, that does fit. Got the trigger on it. I'll say that as it comes out of his hand. All right, flaw number one, Beachhead. Not enough hands, and they're not very flexible. But we got it. Got it right there. So and we'll go with this poor excuse for a weapon right here. Yeah, and he's really cool, really well articulated. Got all kind of cool stuff. But I remember I had a better gun than that. Pack does not feel like it's staying on very well. Sweet. I'll post a few clips of Beachhead. Like the figs, cool, a little stiff. Wish it had some hands. I don't know if that. Let's see here. See if this pack will. How's that go on? All right. He's got a boot knife. That's where the other knife goes. Oh yeah, his cool factor just substantially went up. Boot knife. Ha ha. That is sweet. Boot knife. Where does he put his grenades at? I lost one of them, but pistol right there. Knife right there. The pack probably goes back there somewhere. Yeah, I don't particularly like the way that's fitting on him, so we'll take that off. All right. Crossbow. Crossbows are awesome, especially in the world of The Walking Dead, but they didn't give us an arrow. So, kind of not any help right there. But we do got to stand. You got to love a stand. Because some of these guys don't stand up at all. All right. Yeah, we'll put him next to the Born Again Punisher, about the same size. All right. Beachhead, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed this Tiger out.